the pipe major of Empire Pipes and Drums, and I've enjoyed Celtic music pretty much all my life. I started playing pipes when I was in high school, and we've had Jim Malcolm. We've had the privilege of having Jim Malcolm several times out. I remember good friends of mine, Chip and Chris Ponsford, used to live here in El Paso, and they told me about this great Scottish pipe band. They're called called Old Blind Dogs. And so we went to Phoenix to see them, and I was blown away. It was just an amazing band. If any of you, I'm sure you've heard of Old Blind Dogs. Terrific, terrific Scottish band. Well, the lead singer does his own tour, and he's released many CDs, and he's come to the States quite a few times, and I've seen him many times when he's come through this area. So I'm really pleased to have him this year, and this is the first time that I've hosted, because usually when Chip and Chris were here, they were the ones that did all of the work of having the house concerts and everything. So I'm truly amazed at everything they did, because now I can really appreciate it. And so I'm just so excited to have Jim with us today. And so without further ado, Jim Malcolm.
Hello there! Hello. Well, folks, that was a fabulous, fabulous warm-up for me. You're making me feel a bit homesick, though. All those beautiful bagpipes. You guys are good. I've heard a lot worse in Scotland, you know. Really nicely played, nicely performed. Some of my favourite tunes in there as well. So well done. Keep up the good work. It's quite hard keeping a pipe band together. It's a lot of effort and a lot of sacrifice, so it's well worth it, folks. There's nothing like a pipe band. Nothing in the world. There really isn't. Thank you. Well, folks, it's great to be back in El Paso. I've always had a soft spot for El Paso because when I was younger and I was learning to drive, my driving instructor in Edinburgh was very, very fond of anything American, and the name of his driving school was the El Paso School of Driving. El Paso. So I passed with El Paso. Well, folks, I'm going to start off with a song that is actually a bagpipe tune, a famous tune called Lochenside. Do you folks do Lochenside? Not yet. Not yet. Well, it's a very, very popular bagpipe tune, and I was at Bramar Highland Games a couple of months ago in Scotland, and that's the one that the Queen attends. And every year she goes to it. She's actually been to these games 70 times over the years, and Lochenside was one of the tunes. There was actually a big competition going on, a pipe band competition. Lochenside was one of the tunes that were all playing. It's a tune that's always played before Scotland have an international soccer match, and it's very uplifting. But then the match begins. And we wait for the commentators to say those terrible and yet inevitable words. Oh no, it's disaster for Scotland. Now, the most recent disaster for Scotland is that we have failed to qualify for next year's Soccer World Cup in Brazil. But you guys have qualified, but you don't care, do you? You don't care one iota. Do you know how bad that makes me feel? If we could qualify for the World Cup, we'd be an independent country by now. Lochenside, here we go. Can you say Lochenside? Let's hear you. Lochenside. More phlegm, quickly, bring in the phlegm. Folks, I'm also very, very impressed not only with the pipe playing, but by your cupcakes. Your tartan cupcakes. They're epic. I'm going to steal that idea and start doing it in Scotland. I'm telling you. You can team up, you know. Come the winter, cold and fra the high street til when was not his day. Side, try to be close. Side. Come the spring, the light flies we till the sun shines and say cheating friends bloom, but I'm June's bay. Side. And keep them yet since God oh me sees on the market when the tawny lights are on the side, and the heron comes gleaming through the lashes, gleaming, gleaming, table while away through the sleigh on the side. I feel ever reason to make a non-season come and cry in the valley by the fire on the side. Summertime, the fish are laughing, depositing, the bunnies galloping, swallows flee, down to meantime, I'm the side. By the autumn, the pinks are winging, blade breeze and birds are hanging silent through the surging spring fight. I'm the side. Have you been yet seen the skies? Oh, the breezes on the market when the tawny lights are the side, and the heron comes gleaming through the lashes, green and dreaming, temple while away through the sleigh. The side, I feel ever reason to make non-season